Hey everybody, Brian with Westwell Auto Glass here, going another video. Today we got two at my Nissan dealership. I got a 2022 Jeep Wrangler and a 2024 Acura Integra. I got my oldest son here today, Logan, with me to help get these knocked out. Actually, he's riding with me today to work on a big truck that we got later on. So actually it was going to be our only job today, and ended up adding on a couple here before having to go on vacation. So got a calibration to do on this Acura. Gonna go ahead and do the pre-scan first here. It'd help if I had the key. This Acura is a beautiful car, A-spec. Don't know what that means, but I love that interior. That is so freaking nice. Yeah, this has got everything. It's got heads-up display, rain sensor, it's got a wide-angle camera. All right, gonna do this pre-scan here. Let's see, repair order number. Voltage is at 12.1 volts. It's a USA vehicle. So I do have the option to do a static or dynamic on this vehicle. It's not a dual calibration. It is supposed to storm later today. I thought it was going to be this morning, but actually it's pushed out. So it is very windy, but I'm still going to attempt to do the static. They go faster, so I would rather do that than the dynamic. All right, gonna run this pre-scan here, dropping down to 12.0 volts. Okay, no plate, miles. 39,881. I'm gonna update that on my work order. I've been trying to put in the miles here lately, kind of to help. Not that I have warranty issues. I've had a couple this past month in February that were out of my control, but I just thought maybe it might be good practice just to kind of get in the habit of entering in mileage as well too. Especially if it's something to where it's like way down the road, to where like I did a job and someone's calling like 5 years later, then I can be like, well, you put like so many 100,000 miles on the vehicle, you know, and things are bound to happen, you know, wear and tear and stuff like that. So to where that might kind of help combat, you know, just any kind of issues that could come along with wear and tear. All right, let's see. No photos. Body electrical, power seat control, and then active damper system. It's weird that they've got that power seat control unit lost communication with Power Master. They got that linked as an ADAS code. Well, I don't think that should affect the calibration. That doesn't make any sense on why it would, unless the seat vibrates for some reason. in this particular vehicle, but I've never known a Honda or an Acura to do that. So we'll kind of proceed, see how it goes. If it doesn't calibrate, they'll just have to take it back to the dealership and have that addressed. So it's already popped. Okay, cool. Ooh, look at that. I like that BMW. Wipers up, because we stuff in this Jeep. Alright, I'm gonna start tearing stuff apart. Alright. Alright, I got a new toy. I've actually bought 2 of these. The other one was too short, so I turned around and got that bad boy. Oh, that's weird. Holy cow. This housing. There we go. That's weird the way that's put together. Alright, let's see. I don't like that hanging down. If you've seen my videos before, you know I don't like stuff hanging down. That is not wanting to come apart. So that comes off. That's one piece. Looks like what the fuck? Oh, I'm gonna play around with that later. That's a push pin. Okay. Interesting. God dang. So something that I learned recently about Hondas and Acuras when working with a vehicle that's got cameras, you're not supposed to unplug them. And if you do, it's recommended by Honda that you disconnect the battery. Did you hear that? Did you hear me?
I think I caught a little bit of it.
So I learned recently that it's recommended by Honda that when you work on their vehicles, if you're gonna unplug the camera, you have to disconnect the battery before you do it.
Where's the battery located on this?
I don't know, but I'm not gonna unplug the. I'm just gonna let the camera hang. I don't like doing that, but.
You want to take a look at this real quick?
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to put a new gel on there.
Find it again, right there. It's in the glass.
I wouldn't worry about it. You're talking about this? Yeah, it's on the passenger side.
Yeah, I've already taken a razor blade to it on both sides.
Yeah, it's fine.
In the glass.
I mean this. So those that don't know, this is a .459 Fuya windshield. Okay, this is an OEM spec windshield. The only difference is it doesn't have the Acura logo. So if you look at this one here, well, this says .1038. So that one is made in China. This one is made in the United States, which I don't care who you are. I don't care if it's OEM or aftermarket. In my opinion, .1038 is not superior to the 459. That's my opinion. I would think and hope that most glass people would agree with that. You might get a couple weirdos that would say otherwise. But I feel very, very, very strongly about that. I think .1038, anything made here in the United States, as far as that's concerned, is garbage. This camera. No. I need to get on the other side and look at that and see. Man, I hate it when they shove these stupid things up there like that. I'm about to break this damn thing and just... there we go. Okay. That looks like it transfers over. All right, well, I'm not gonna do that in the car. This is all unplugged now. So I'm gonna need to put a new gel pad on this because it got all boogered up pulling it out. Here, watch this rain sensor. That's don't know. Okay. So this has the teeth that you can push in, but luckily these clips have got enough flex to where I can just pop them out. Ideally, I wouldn't normally do it that way, but given the weight of the camera and the way I got to turn my head, I'm getting blind as hell, and I'm wearing my glasses, and I'm having to look underneath them to be able to see what I'm doing, which in turn I can't really see what I'm doing because of, you know, said glasses. So let me pause the video here. Let me go ahead and do this other side, because I'm having to turn my head a little bit differently, and then I'll pick it back up. Okay, got that side off. Did it without breaking any of the clips. Alright, let's see. Put it up on that prop there. Those look like 14s. Interesting. Sure enough. Don't lose that. Okay. That one's off. I wonder. Might need to pull. Yeah, I'm just gonna disconnect that. This one's fine. It's got enough stretch to it. I'm gonna remove these corner pieces. Those just pop off like that. And then I'm just gonna pop this cowl up because that retainer meets right up with the cowl. No reason to remove it. I'm gonna be running the glass on this. You know how I do it. Pop that one up. This has just got, see that tongue? It locks into the cowl right there. I'm gonna stick these inside of the car. There's not really a safe spot to set them underneath the hood. How's it going?
I'm just gonna hold off on priming, just feeling that the trees are blowing stuff onto the glass.
Sap?
Not sap, but just little leaves and stuff like that.
Okay, that's fine. That works. Well, we're ready to cut. I was actually surprised to see that with this one having the foam dam on there, that this was not the same dot number as that one. You know?
Yeah.
Kind of weird. Because I mean, it's being made to OEM spec. You never see me do a Jeep Wrangler like this, have you? No. Just that body style.
Oh. I'm not sure. I don't think so.
All right, I got some beef with some people. I don't know if any of you watching do this or not, but I see so many cars that have been done before, and this molding right here will get trimmed off with a utility knife before they cut. And I don't understand why people do that, because all you got to do if you're cold knifing is run your cold knife right between. I don't know, I've actually saved moldings with this, like this, cutting it out just like this. No reason to trim that off. You should not be taking a utility knife to a car like this. Absolutely no reason. If you're one of those doing it, please stop. Use this technique instead. Or switch to Fiberline.
Even with the Fiberline, I can get a Fiberline between the glass and the molding.
Right. Yeah, you can. Yeah. There's the pin right there. Dang it. Look at that. I cut her out. Yeah. Okay. Raise her up. Inching around the fender. Nice and easy. It's not that bad. It's just those corners. I should have taped the fenders off. But it's not too bad. That's why I always wear thick gloves, so that way I can protect it with my hand when I'm going around the fender like that. All right, it's got a second bead. So they actually put the dots on here where the bead goes. There's a second bead right here. That first one follows the edge along the retainer all the way around, but then you got that second one right there. People that haven't seen me do a Honda or Acura before to where it's got the double bead like that, I always start running my glue right here. Follow this, loop it around, and then I connect here. So actually I run this up. So I got a connection, so both beads are connected right here. Run it all the way across, and then I connect right here. And I seam it together really well, so that way water doesn't get down in there and have the potential of freezing and breaking the windshield and all that good stuff. So Hondas and Acuras, I'm really meticulous about making sure that I seam that together well, so that way I don't run into any issues like that. So short cold knife blade. Woo! Almost stabbed myself with it. Caught the glove instead. Alright. Tape. Alright, this is how I do these JLs. I'm gonna hop up in the door. So what I do, and this windshield's been done before, so I really don't know what I'm in for, but I apply several layers of tape. I've got the end folded over here, so that way once I go to pull it, it's easier to pull. But I apply several layers to protect the paint. And then I do a long strand like that. And the reason why I do this is so that way once it's completely cut out, that windshield doesn't drop on me. I can tell you right now, this windshield is sitting up past the pinch weld. Whoever did this job last used way too much glue. Jeep JKs and JLs only take about half a sausage pack.
I'm surprised, being that they're going to use so much of your thing that they don't have any reason.
You'd be surprised. I had to redo one. I swear the guy used like a sausage pack and a half. I don't even know why he had so much glue on it.
Wow. But you couldn't tell from the inside, huh?
Alright, so no, not at all. Could tell by looking at the outside though. Okay, so I put that piece of tape back up. I don't know. You know, it's weird because that's one pass with my short blade and the glass is already loose. Normally I have to run with my long blade. Now there it is. I'll still have to run with my long blade.
Spoke too soon.
Yeah. What the heck? I didn't even feel like there's urethane there.
Because there isn't.
Here, can you push on? Never mind, I got it. Okay. All right, pop that back up. All right. Oh no, look at that primer line. That's why they ran the bead so tall.
To hide the mistake.
Yup, they scratched it.
Well, either were trying to cover up an innocent mistake where they expressed it all the way around.
I don't see express marks though. Here, can you hold on to that? Man. I don't even know what that was right here. Yeah, it's too much glue.
I've seen oceans with less waves than this.
God damn. Yeah, see, I don't even know why they did that. Oops, sorry, buddy. Yeah, look at that. They did that all the way around.
Yeah, they did.
All right, here, if you want to clean this up.
Excuse me.
And trim.
Alright. We're just using towels or microfibers.
Where'd they go? Yeah, dash, pinch weld.
Okay. Not much of a dash to clean up though.
No, but I don't know. I don't think they've detailed that car yet. Push knife. Okay. Surely that should have gotten it all. Maybe not, because this has got a dip right there. Oops. I'm not sure when I quoted that Acura. I don't know if I put a rain sensor pad on there. Let's see. Higher than normal stress detected. Why does it say that? What's my heart rate? 110. It doesn't even feel like it. All right. No, don't do that. All right, it's getting a little close to the back wall there, so we're gonna switch to this bad boy. I don't even know why that broke. Oh, you know what? That's probably why I started cutting. Probably where I started cutting. Oh, dang it. Come on now. How? Where? They got ooze out right here. What's up? Is the paint just wiping off?
Yeah, it is.
Are you sure that's the paint? What the fuck? Hold on a minute. Let me see that.
It didn't do that anywhere else but there.
I think that's something on the pinch weld.
What do you think that is?
I don't know.
I've never seen anything like that.
Me neither.
That scared the crap out of me.
I don't know. We're probably gonna have to. It's weird because it's got a purple haze to it.
Uh-huh.
This is just glass cleaner. This is GC800. So this isn't going to be doing anything weird to the pinch weld. This is actually designed to be used on the paint. You know, it's weird because actually looking at the whole car, it's got like a really light purple undertone.
So you think it might just be something within the paint?
I don't know. If one of you guys happens to know, leave it in the comments. Because I've been doing this for quite a while and I've never seen anything like that. I used to work for I worked for a body shop for a little bit. I just never seen anything like it. I guess proper way to treat it though would be to wet scrub after we trim, and then prime that area. So
Curious to see how your dynamics goes. Like, is it gonna pull up or anything?
right. Okay, let's see what it does. It's even like that down there, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, what was weird is, like, as I was cleaning, it almost felt like it was spreading, you know?
It just turned right up.
You know an easy trick for getting those clips off without running the risk of breaking them?
What's that?
Oh, I'm asking.
Wait, what clips are you talking about?
Going along for the side loadings.
Running along them?
Do you know how to, do you know an easy way to get them off?
Oh. No, I just don't. I leave them on.
I only asked because when I was doing it, or when I do it, usually I would go out with new clips. You know, if I save them, I save them. If I don't,
Oh, on a car like this?
I like to just take them off. I find it easier to clean and just all around just easier to work on.
Well, this is the way I look at it. Like, I'll clean in between, but really, the pinch weld is so narrow there between where the clip is and where the glue goes. Other than removing the built-up debris that could kick around, you know, like, or get blown around, not really a reason to clean in between the clip and the pinch weld, because you're not bonding there anyway.
Yeah.
Right? So I just clean as best I can between, and that's really just aesthetics. That's not even that's not even for structural reasons or anything like that, and that's not even for the customer because they don't even see it. That's just, I don't know, because I'm finicky like that. But
so what about when you run into an issue where the car has been done before? They got your thing all up under those clips and made an absolute mess out of it, and you're having to trim down that urethane and you're cutting up under those clips.
Trim around them. Yeah, I mean, that's where the BTB comes in handy, and you got these wings, because, like, say for example, I mean, that might be a situation where I pull this clip up, you know, and then this, so this clip, it actually slides off. So it's got this little finger right here. Trying to do it without breaking the damn thing.
Well,
it might be easier to use a pick, but anyways, you can pick away at that tooth right here. Yeah, there we go. And then slide it up and pull it off.
yeah.
That's actually a BMW design.
Well, I know Honda's been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
I know there was one day I was doing, at the time it was a newer Civic. And
Yeah.
it has the same style. And I was having an issue because it was newer, but it was still old enough where I guess dry rot was an issue for those clips, oddly enough. And just touching them, they were wanting to fall apart, trying to take them off, they were falling apart. Just absolutely tearing up.
Oh, we gotta.
Which, I mean, thankfully I had replacement clips, but it was still a bit of a messy situation. Because I know a lot of people, they don't go out with new clips, you know?
Yep. Well, they liquid clip it. Liquid clip it.
Talking about going down.
Yeah.
I've never really been so fan going out and finding a clip glued down or a side mounting glued down.
You know what that looks like? It looks like an undercoat. It looks like an undercoat that just didn't get painted enough. I just don't know why it had like that white film to it. So I'm probably wasting my time doing this.
I know it's better to be safe than sorry.
Well, that's what I'm saying, yeah, but as a precaution, yeah. Yeah, definitely want to cover tails. Well, kind of like a BMW design. The way they go on those pegs and the way they lock into place is a BMW design. So BMW's clips, they're similar that way, but they're actually shorter. But they do have, like, they are set up like this to where they lock into place. And they actually have metal, like a metal envelope almost, to where it catches into the... This damn camera's falling on my face.
That one might not be the best hat for it.
No, I've worn this hat before to do it, but I think the hat, I think it's getting looser. All right, so I'm gonna have to prime this whole top because of where I wet scrub. But down the side here, I can widen my band a little bit. Honestly, this is probably overkill, but I'd rather hit primer than hit paint. Because I want my glue to stick. And then I bring this over a little more.
Ooh, that's thin. It was thin.
The metal?
No, the urethane there for that second bead. Which
Oh, well, did you see at the top? That was thin too.
I was actually having a conversation with someone the other day about how a lot of these manufacturers are running under what's federally mandated as far as the width of urethane.
Yeah.
And talking about, I don't understand how they seem to continue to get away with it.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of weird. You notice it a lot more with European vehicles. And I don't know if it's necessarily excusable, but my guess is because the urethane has more tensile strength. Maybe that's the excuse or reasoning. They may not even do it intentionally. I doubt it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's probably not intentional considering most of these glasses are being set by machines now.
Right. Well, and the glue's run by machines, and
in the case of Tesla, there's no human influence at all.
why do you say that?
Seen videos of how they set glass at factories.
Huh.
There is absolutely zero human influence of those glasses going in.
Really?
Versus most manufacturers, those machines are at least being operated by people.
Yeah.
But in the case of Tesla, it's all done by machine. It's kind of wicked. But I think that's the direction most of these manufacturers are going to start doing or going towards.
Power's out. Oh, where's my water bottle? Oh, here it is.
You like the clear stuff?
No. I mean, it's okay. I trust it when it goes on like that.
Nice and smooth.
If I use a PGW windshield or Pilkington and I can still see, I don't know, it's weird. I might need to put a new molding on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause feel right here.
Oh, I was. It's all messed up. Well, it's also the corners sink in.
Yeah.
Which I mean is kind of given, being that it's going to be kind of stretching a little bit, but
No, that was just put on shitty. All right, so whoop. All right, that's the path. Here, look, we can throw those away. Probably gonna need to reprime this because I'm gonna have to prep this edge and everything. So we'll finish up the Acura and then do this.
Probably
Yeah. Yeah. So for the viewers, we're gonna finish up the Acura. I'm not gonna finish up the Wrangler. I kind of wanted you to see like what bead application looks like for that vehicle, but just know that if you're running sauces packs, specifically, especially if you're like a Dow person / DuPont, to where you're running 600 milliliters, you should only be using half a sauces pack. If you're a Sika guy, to where you're using like the 400 and what is it, 25 or 28 milliliter, I forget what the size is, then you're probably wanting to use like 3/4 of a sauces pack on those. But just a kind of a ballpark figure, you should only be running probably like between like 300 maybe 350 milliliters worth of glue on a Wrangler, whether it be a JK or JL. Just keep that in mind, which means short bead, running it quick. The main idea behind that is you want the windshield to kind of sit into this pinch weld a little bit, okay? I know some people think that if they run a taller bead, the windshield's gonna sit up past the pinch weld, which is gonna avoid air noise. It's actually the opposite. You're actually creating more of a problem, because you're creating, especially on the JKs, which is, if you don't know the body style before this, you're creating more of a gap between the back wall of the pinch weld and the mounting point of the windshield on the pinch weld, and between the glass itself, creating more air circulation, which is going to cause that air noise problem that you run into. So just know taller isn't always better. All right, did you clean in there, right?
I did.
I forgot about that part. It had to be transferred.
Yeah, probably want that, huh?
Yeah. Gonna need that.
You know, I wonder what led them to leaning towards a design like that.
To do like this?
Uh-huh.
Because that's kind of... that's along the lines of what Toyota does.
Is that?
Well, it's not square, but I mean, it's got a removable hood that you got to transfer over, and that because this is a heating element.
Well, yeah. I mean, just like what made them lean towards doing a square design rather than doing the entire front triangle? Like, why leave the corners of the hood on the windshield itself towards a part of the rest of the mounting bracket?
Oh, to where it's separate?
I feel like it just makes it a little more difficult to clean that way.
They don't clean them. They don't clean them like you guys do.
Well, I mean, like, I just mean in the sense of, like, just aftermarket options, just being that Honda's usually pretty friendly as far as staying aftermarket capable, you know? So it's just, like, staying fairly easy and stuff like that. That's like, right now in Japan, Honda is starting a thing to where you can get stuff for like your 80s and 90s Hondas again from the dealer. And they're supposed to be bringing that to the West, but I understand.
Oh, really?
And so they're still trying to stay very friendly to their consumers. And so you would think in instances like this, they would still stay fairly friendly, make it easier to clean and take apart rather than having to change the system.
Right.
But I mean, I guess that also does. I mean, that could also be just being that Acura tends to be more of an American market thing.
Yeah. Come on now. All right. Well, you know, Acura was designed for the American market. The U.S. market. The USA market. Okay, there we go. Give her a little squirt right here. Roll her on. Snap her down. Nice and clear.
So, I don't know how you feel about this.
What?
Something that I found that I like to do when I'm doing rain sensors.
What's that?
Is I'll put glass cleaner on the rain sensor itself before putting the pad on.
On the sensor itself? Yeah, I'll do that on some.
On some.
Yeah. Yeah. 1658s. I'm sorry. Jesus. 1659s.
Yeah.
I'll do it on those. Hey, baby. What you doing?
I do it on all. One, just so I find it easier on me. But then two, I find it more repetitive. All my jobs are.
The reason why I don't do it on these specifically, okay, is because I find that it sticks to the sensor better. So that way when I go to pull that clear part off, it's not trying to pull off the sensor.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I do it. Yep.
I mean, that makes sense. I know I've definitely had issues in the past with that kind of stuff before, but I've also found that as long as you're wearing clean gloves and, you know, maybe you're using clean tools, that if something like that happens, touching the pad isn't so much of an issue because you're not leaving like any debris or fingerprints or anything like that could cause any air pockets or anything.
Oof. See that big ass V-notch?
Yeah.
Ford Explorer had been done before, which I mean, they're the cowl warps on those. You know, the ones where you got to replace the inner and outer side moldings.
Oh yeah.
So I had one, and had to run a tall bead to correct that warping in the cowl. So it fixed it for the most part. There's a couple spots still that you could kind of tell were a little bit, you know, trying to raise up a little bit. I need a tip. Can you hand me one? They're down in there, underneath the gloves. Just the tip. I just need the tip.
Yeah. No, as I was saying, like, because like especially messing with the electrical stuff, I was always really good about trying to stay very clean. Obviously trying not to get glass cleaner in the electrical and stuff like that.
Speaking of clean, these gloves are big and they get in the way. Yeah, I need to get some, I need to get smaller ones.
But a big reason why, even though like you said, trying to take off that second layer and then having to kind of fight the sensor, fight the pad to stay on the sensor. I think a big reason why I'm willing to kind of tolerate it is I'm very big on trying to keep everything as repetitive as possible.
Yeah, to where you're consistent. Right.
And I find that easier because the less consistent I am, the more distracted I am.
Well,
The less efficient I am.
right. You don't stay on path.
And so by trying to keep everything kind of the same, I just find it easier.
I get that. I mean, I used to be to where I would do it all the time like that one way, you know, but I've learned probably in the past 10 years that I can change it up a little bit more and learn to be more consistent based on the specific job.
Yeah. Well, not trying to be that guy, but that also means having 10 years on me.
Right.
Well, more than that, but you get what I'm saying.
Right. All right, shouldn't need tape because we got the cowl. What side do you want?
Preferably passenger.
Okay.
So it's been a while since I've sat like this, so I don't want to have to worry about it then.
All right. Let's do it to it.
So you may have to kind of walk me through this.
Oh, wait. Okay, you did get it out.
I did.
Awesome. Easy? Nope, straight in.
Straight in.
Yep. Wait, hold on. I think you're too low. There we go, okay. Yeah, it's the cowl's wanting to go up under the windshield.
Not exactly the most flexible thing, huh?
No. Well, God damn it.
This side.
Here.
Service mode.
There we go. Here. Hey. Right here. Look.
Guess something like that helps with it being a new car, huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
All right.
That's weird.
Beautiful. Whew. All right. Well, You need to come down, buddy.
Oh, I was just trying to be flush with your side.
It dips down right here. There's a line. Here.
It's weird though, because it feels higher here than what it does here.
No, I know. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a problem though.
Oh yeah, you can actually see it.
Yeah, it's like that on both sides. I don't think it's gonna cause a problem though. My glove's not catching it.
Okay.
All right, that's up. That goes there. That goes there.
Oh, they made it easy, huh?
That goes there. That goes into the rain sensor.
Excuse me.
There we go. I think that goes.
It's actually really clean up there.
So I was having a hard time getting this apart though.
What part?
There's that.
Oh.
There's that. Yeah, this is another BMW type design. They did this on a lot of older BMWs for the rain sensor. And then they started doing it for the cameras, and now they're doing something a little different, but Honda is ripping BMW off.
They have an absolute break of a mirror here.
At least it's not a Volvo. The newer Volvos, those are freaking ridiculous. There's like 5 pieces for the XC90s. Oh wait, you know what? Where's a mirror?
Right here.
There's that. Clicky click. Wait a minute.
Oh, you didn't slide into the thing. Little grooves here.
Does it slide? I guess it slides down.
Uh-huh. There you go.
Hey, look at that. Look at that, guys. Where'd the other piece go?
Right there. Jesus. There goes the keys.
Can you see what I'm doing?
Kinda. I never liked these kind of mirror things. Because in my head, it's like, how easy.
There it is. Look at that. Look at that, guys. I got it apart and back together. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here. You guys know how the side moldings go down. Actually, let me just go ahead and demonstrate. So I saw something, I don't remember if it was on a Facebook post or if it was on TikTok. No, I'm sorry, not TikTok. It was a static image. So it was a photo, not a video post. So let me get this on here and I'll show you.
Here's this corner piece.
On this side. All right, so just to show you. Ooh, where'd that top molding go? Oh, all right. So I've seen where people will smack the crap out of these to put them on. If you pay attention, See, if you smack them on, you're risking breaking the edge and causing a stress break. Okay, all you gotta do is push them on. That's it. No reason to smacky. What?
You want me to do that?
Oh, sure. Yeah, don't smack your moldings. If you got it aligned properly, they'll push on. Don't rush your job. That's weird. What is...
Oh wow, that's weird.
What's that?
Just the way it goes in.
Oh, yeah, how...
It's so square.
Yeah. I like this though. I really like this car.
It's not bad. It's pretty clean. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with how exposed everything is here though. Like, I love that it's exposed in a world where everyone's trying to cover this stuff up. But I also don't like it because this is a rat nest right here. Like, I mean, it's a mess of wires. You know?
I actually like the way it looks. Yeah.
I like it here. As this stuff over here kind of...
Oh, when it gets into like the battery and stuff like... well, look at that, and there's the ECU. All right, let me... All right, guys, that's it for today. I appreciate you watching. If you're not following or subscribing, please do so. Like, share, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Not that I make any money off of my content, because I don't, but it helps my business. It keeps me busier. It helps to show Google that you're interacting with my content. So, and it helps support my family. So, again, like, share, subscribe. Please keep watching for more. Thank you.